everyone. Today we'll be doing a run through of our app, which is called Insta-Chef, and you can use it to discover new recipes for your culinary desires based on the ingredients that you have on hand. My name is Selene Zhao.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Carlson.
Hi everyone, my name is Pranav Srinivasan.
I'm Drake Cody.
And I'm Bradley Schultz.
Great, so we will begin on the login and sign in page where Drake is going to create an account. And he's going to try and input a password that's less than 6 characters, and he will be prompted with an error. All right, so also if we try to sign in with any incorrect information, we will also have a lot of errors populate the screen. And this sign-in functionality is implemented using Firebase authentication. And so now we've created an account, and it takes us to the home page. And if you scroll down, you can see some lovely information about our staff and our management. And if you scroll to the very top and you hover over the nav bar, you're able to access a lot of the different tabs and features of our website. And another cool feature is that if you shrink the screen or try to minimize it, it will show you this nav bar pop up, and you will also be able to navigate through there.
So now let's go check out our pantry, which is where we store the ingredients that we have already in our kitchen or pantry or fridge. So the way that we store the pantry is through categories. So let's add a fruit category. And then let's also add a meat category and dairy category. And in each of these categories, we can then add ingredients. So let's go to the fruit let's add an ingredient. Let's say we have some bananas lying around. So then we can then specify that banana goes under fruit, and then we can add it. And then if we go to our fruit tab, the fruit category tab, we can see that banana is there. So then if we click the view recipes button, we can then look and see all of these recipes that have banana in them that we can then make.
So all the information that's stored in the pantry section of our website is stored in the Firebase database for the specific user. So whether it be the category or current ingredient name. Additionally, the recipes that are displayed for each ingredient are fetched from the MealDB API, which is an external API that we use to display all our recipes. So in addition to adding categories and ingredients, we can also delete categories and ingredients, but let's start off by adding a couple more ingredients first. So let's add a couple more fruit, some meat and some dairy as well. So maybe, some beef, apples and oranges, So notice that every time you add an ingredient, you have to not only specify the name of the ingredient, but also the category that you want to store it in. So now that we have a couple ingredients and categories, let's go ahead and delete the beef. So the way to remove an ingredient is by just clicking the remove button. And this automatically updates on the back end for the Firebase database and is no longer associated with the ingredients pantry section. Additionally, if you want to remove a whole category, you will use the X next to each tab. So let's go ahead and delete the fruit tab. So once again, it's updated on the back end, and all the ingredients that were once in the fruit tab or category are now stored in other. So notice how the plus and other tabs are basically categories, but they don't have an X next to them. So plus is just used for adding a new category, but the other tab is basically the default tab for every user. Any basically ingredients that aren't really associated with any other categories or ingredients that were from deleted categories are stored in the other tab, so that the user always has some sort of category at all times, because every ingredient has to be associated with some sort of category. So yeah.
And then we can also search through our MealDB backend to look through all of the different recipes that we have available to us based on the items that we have in our pantry. So right now you're seeing this because we have milk chocolate and a couple of apples and bananas in our pantry. And so these will be displayed based on what's in our pantry. And to prove that really quick, we can go ahead and add a new ingredient. Let's just say salmon. Into our other category, add it, and then it should display in our search that we have other salmon things. And if you want to search for anything in the website, it searches whatever you put in anywhere in the string. So say I search mac and cheese. It will look for the mac that I searched for anywhere in the string. So here it's in the middle of it, here it's in the middle, and there it's at the end. So regardless of where you put it in the search, it'll find it. And then I really like mac and cheese. So let's look at what it is when it displays. Our backend will give you all the ingredients that you need and all the steps that you need to make it. And so I really like that. So I'm going to add it to my favorites.
Nice. The favorites is another cool function of our website. So you can notice that at the top there's this favorites tab. And since Drake has just added grilled mac and cheese to our favorites, you'll see that it appears right there. Let's go back to the pantry. I want to add some of those banana recipes to our favorites. I think those banana pancakes look really good. So let's open up that recipe tab and go ahead and add those to our favorites. So let's close this, go back to the favorites tab, and you'll see that now banana pancakes are listed in our list of ingredients or in our list of favorites. It's also worth noting that all this data is immediately uploaded to Firebase and it's already backed up there. So if you happen to refresh the page or anything, this will all be available right there. Additionally, you can toggle whether or not a recipe is in your favorite from wherever you are, whether that's the profile or whether that's the favorites page, the pantry page, or the search page. So I'm actually not a huge fan of grilled mac and cheese. So if you click on that, you can have the option to remove it from your favorites now. You can see that that immediately disappears. Lastly, we can notice that we have the profile page up here. So under this profile tab, you have information about your current users, such as your name, your email, and your password. So let's go ahead and add a name for this user. You can see that that immediately updates. You can also change your password. That requires you to enter your current password and then confirm your new password twice. And that's just for security reasons. And then if you, if you use up all the items in your pantry or you just want to get off the grid, you don't want this account associated with you anymore, you have this option to delete your account. It'll prompt you for your password to confirm that you want to delete it. And then once you type in the correct password and hit confirm delete, then it will sign you out, delete your account. All of your information is immediately deleted off of Firebase and all information is gone. So yeah, that was a brief overview of our app. I hope you are able to find a use for it, or even if not, just inspires. We hope this inspires you to use up more of those miscellaneous ingredients that are lingering in the back of your pantry. So thank you for your time, and we hope you enjoyed this presentation.